All right, so I think what I've been missing most in these videos is like presence, especially in front of a camera. So I'm gonna try to do that in this video. And in this video, I just want to discuss reactors. Now, react content is something that's like big on YouTube. You know, they have like millions and millions of views. Uh, when I learn how to edit, I'll probably start putting like photos up. But uh, you can think of channels like this guy named Waka Waka Nun Mun V2 or whatever, or this, what I'm saying is a lot of reaction channels are big on the platform. But I think the big thing that I really don't like about reaction channels, and I don't want, look, I don't like being like this constant well of like I don't like this or I don't like that. I don't want to be like a Tyler the Creator. But like for most the videos on this channel, I will talk about things that I don't like. I'll talk about things that I like, but for the most part, you know, I will talk about things that I don't like. But I don't want to get too off topic. So, reaction channels to me are like I don't think they're like necessarily evil, but I feel like they're like a necessary evil. Like, you want to watch if you want to watch something, but you maybe you don't have friends around, or maybe you don't even have friends. You might watching it with somebody, or watching it have somebody react to it is maybe fun, or maybe seeing the reaction is fun. So I get the appeal of reaction channels, but the thing I don't really like about reaction channels is the fact that they're kind of lazy. And I think there's sort of like a duality where it's like a reaction channel can be lazy, but they can also be very high production. Like with the reaction of people like Jax Films or say Corey Kenshin. I personally like Corey Kenshin and I love Spooky Scary Sunday. It's a big thing for me, and I really really love the reactions of Corey Kenshin, and I don't really want to spend a bunch of my time finding animation channels that I have to look up. So it's nice that he credits the creators and stuff like that. It's also a big part of credit, but I'll talk about that later. Um, but I think the thing is it's like okay, I'm as you can see, I'm not good at structuring videos, but like I think the number one problem for me is just the reaction itself. If it's too overplayed, then I don't feel like the reaction is genuine, and even then, I'm like, okay, but why did you have to react like that? Again, bringing up, and I don't want to seem like I'm hating on this guy, because I've watched some of his videos, and some of his videos are pretty good. The Waka Waka Mun V2 guy, he sometimes he overreacts, and it's not a big deal, but it's still like something of like I don't why are you like reacting like that? Like that's not your normal reaction. Nobody laughs that hard at like a Cleveland Brown joke or something. I'm referencing a very specific video, but if you know, you know, I guess. But what I'm saying is that like with the reaction channels, it's mostly just it's kind of slow. Like I hate using that word because it's so overused. Oh, this is AI slap this, slap that. It's very overused. But I mean, that's really the only way I can describe these channels because it's overrun with just you're just looking at something and saying, "Wow, that's pretty cool," or like even then you can see on shorts there's like people will be like, "Yeah, that's crazy." Like bro, can you react actually? If you're gonna be a reactor, react. It's crazy. But yeah, and again, one positive about these reaction channels are the good ones. Jax Films, Corey Kenshin, other ones that I'm maybe not mentioning here in this video, but like they not only give a proper reaction, credit, and also, they don't overplay or underplay. I mean, obviously, some YouTubers have to be like, "Whoa, that's so crazy! Oh my God, look at that!" Like just to engage people and make people more, want to watch their content more. Because let's be honest, like people's attention span or attention spans are fried. Like I'm surprised if people are even watching this video to the full because I make my videos kind of long, but I think the big thing with reaction videos is this: you have to have number one is always credit. Having giving credit to people is really really important, because we want to know not only the original creator, but it's really wrong to steal content when you obviously didn't make it, or not even obvious, like you, even if you didn't make it, that's like really scummy of you to pretend you made it. Number two is actually reacting and giving a proper reaction, and not just, oh bro, look at that, like, that's crazy. And that also plays into the third rule, which is over or under reacting. If you're doing way too much over or under reacting, it just seems super disingenuous, and it just is like a lame reaction, and I just don't like it. Again, that's maybe like a personal gripe, and maybe I'm alone on that, but I just don't like it when people overreact or underreact. It just seems so superficial, and it's just but yeah, I think a big part of and I think a big thing with sorry, I just interrupted myself. I think a big thing with YouTube reactors is just the fact that they will like react to very very mundane things if they run out of content, and that's just lame. And I think for the most part, it's just like, it's just so overrun. Like, it's just, there's so much of it. It's just a bunch of just like, for lack of a better term, slop. Like, it really is, because like, you scroll past, if you start a fresh new account on YouTube, you start fresh, you delete your account and you go not signed in, and you haven't watched anything. Well, I guess in the older days, because now YouTube has this like recommend feature where it's like you search and you find what you want. But right now, if you start a new account on YouTube, there will be a search bar, and you can search what you want. But in the olden days, they would have a recommend page of like what you should watch or what you could watch, and 9 times out of 10, they will just have a what's it called? Wow, I am. Oh yeah, 9 times out of 10 there will be a reaction channel on the recommend page. This is completely unprofessional. This is gonna be unedited, by the way. So like this is horrible. I hope I can cut these parts out, because I don't know. But like, yeah, 9 times out of 10 you will see a reaction channel, and 9 times out of 10 their reaction will be some cheeks. Like, it will be buns, bro. Like, it's not gonna be good. And I think the thing is, like, with the reaction channels today, is I think there has been a little bit of like pushback, where it's like, we don't want reaction channels because they're lazy. But it's like, with the internet, you go at something for a little bit, and then it's just, that's it. I mean, it's like the I can't make any SpongeBob references because I wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob, and I don't really remember any of it. But it's like when, yeah, I don't have a reference to put here, but like, it's like, oh, we tried. It's like those moments in cartoons where they're like, they see something they don't like, they try like very little about it, and then they're like, oh, wow, we tried. So yeah, but yeah, no, it's just like reaction channels as a whole are just very lame, and I just really don't like them. And I don't know, like, a lot of people who are like, oh yeah, I love reaction channels. And not even just channels, okay? Shorts channels and streamers are two of the things that I really just do not appreciate when it comes to reactions, because 9 times out of 10 their reactions are going to be overhyped, and again, it's going to be overrun because they see that the content works. People, 9 times out of 10, I see that people either come to reaction channels for the content that the people are watching, and very little for the actual reaction from the people. Again, like me, I like Corey Kenshin, and technically it is a reaction, the Spooky Scary Sunday, but I feel like Corey Kenshin puts a lot of work into it. Jax Films puts a lot of work into his. He credits people. He makes sure that he gets the proper, no overreaction, no underreaction, and I think that's really important. You know, I'm not saying that they're exempt from like the judgment that I'm giving. I'm not gonna like send them to hell or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying like I personally I don't like um, reaction channels simply because they are like lazy, and it's just like they don't appeal to me. Like what you like sitting there watching somebody else watch the thing you want to watch. And also, okay, this is a personal thing. This is a very personal thing. I really doubt anybody's going to back me up on this. But I hate that they pause all the time. They're like the teachers in the classroom when they're like, all right, it's time to leave. And then they pause at like the most interesting moment. The thing is, you can get the full video. It's just that they pause it. And I think is kind of predatory is the fact that, like, if it's age restricted content, 9 times out of 10, reactors will go under the radar of YouTube, and they won't age restrict videos that should not be seen by kids. Like I've seen before that they have like age restricted content, but if it's a reactor, technically that's new content, and at 9 times out of 10 it won't be age restricted by by YouTube. And I think that that's like a big problem because I'm not I'm not a big fan of censorship either. I'm not gonna be like, oh, they censored the F word. That's good. They children should never hear the F word, and like they're gonna hear it eventually. But I think like there is some things that kids shouldn't see, and I think that like reaction channels just get a lot of like leeway on what their reactions are and what like they make. So not only is it lazy, it's also overmade, but they rarely get any consequences if they post something that should not be seen by kids. Because 9 times out of 10, I've seen that reaction channels are mostly seen by kids. Like I've never seen like, uh, I've never seen a reaction channel that's like, oh yeah, no, I make sure like I'm family friendly. Like I see family friendly reaction content channels, and honestly, most times, 9 times out of 10, they're actually fine. Like I can't think of any right now, but like 9 times out of 10, the ones that are family friendly actually do put in a lot of work, give credit, and yeah, they do pretty good. They follow the 3 rules. But like people who are just reacting like constantly is just such a like a bore, and it's honestly like a burden on YouTube because it's so overrun that it gets in the way of your favorite content or my favorite content. Like I like watching gaming and stuff, but if I try to watch like Xenoverse 3 or like the new Xenoverse 3 or like Fighter Z, it's just, oh my god, me reacting to this and this and this, and I'm like, well, okay, but like I don't really want to see that. Like I don't care about you reacting to Xenoverse or you reacting to this. I just want to see the trailer, and I want to see the gameplay. Again, if you search for that content, I'm not judging you. If you want to watch that content, that's a-okay. But I'm saying like as a content, like as a person who now makes content and like a person who now makes videos, I try to make sure that I'm not like overrunning with a certain type of content. Like I'm not gonna be just a commentary channel. Again, I'm only doing this for now until I can learn how to set up gaming videos and edit, because this video has already gone on long enough. I can already see it. But yeah, no, I think it's a lot of things with just, it's, again, for lack of a better term, slop. It's just that it's video after video after video, and it's just a pile of just crap and on the platform, and it just really sucks because you want to watch something else, but all you keep being served is the like the ladle of ladle of carrots. If you know the one meme where I think his name is Bob from Monsters vs. Aliens, and he's feeding him the carrot stuff, and he's like, bring him some more slop or whatever. That's pretty much what's going on. But yeah, I think I'm nearing the end of this video. So yeah, today I really just wanted to talk about like reactors and how I think they're kind of lazy, and just like problems with that. But again, I really don't want this to be like a what is it called? I really don't want this to be like a mean-spirited video. Again, there are some good reactors, and I think it can all be solved by just making sure to, if you are going to make reaction content, make it good reaction content, like actually put effort into it. I know I'm probably not going to reach a lot of people's ears, but if I do, then yeah, just make good react content. I have no like gripes with most reaction content, but I think if you are going to make it, just make it interesting. That is like simply it. But yeah, I think that is all I have to say. Subscribe to the channel, like I said, if you want to, if you could. If you don't want to, I don't. Yeah, this is probably the only video I'm gonna say that on, because like if you want to, you can subscribe. If you don't want to, that's fine. But this has already gone long enough. I appreciate you watching. If you watched all the way to the end, comment anything. If you want to comment. If you don't. But yeah, I want to come out with more like lighthearted videos, because most of these have just been hating on stuff like LARPing, reactor content now, and well, I just want to be like positive with my content. I don't want to be just, oh, this sucks. Like I said in my last video, I don't want to be like over exaggerating, because that's like a big pet peeve of mine. But yeah, sorry that intro was like the outro was super long. But yeah, if you want to interact with me, interact, and if you don't, then I just don't. Thanks for watching. See ya.